and we've got a good matchup in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Richardson on 1st and 10. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Looking to throw. Richardson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. JBall Adams on the safety blitz. Too fast to handle. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Back to throw. Richardson. This is caught. It's Cooks. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes, he's going to air one out. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Texans will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, Richardson. And his throw is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They'll try and run for it with Foster. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. So they opted to run the ball there on 3rd down on their side of the field.
I wonder if that was a called play. Or did he check into it? And if he did, that took a lot of guts because on his own side of the field, an obvious passing down, decides to run the football and he pick up the first down. Give that man a ton of credit.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. The Texans had 8 and 5 to start play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be slowed down on the 15-yard line. Very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
These receivers have spread the defense out there and will come through with a slash and run.
To that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. First and goal, Foster. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Richardson. Hard throw. Incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Fairbairn able to put this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Going right back to Akers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On play action, it's Mahomes. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What we're seeing so far as the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play. The forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
43. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to get them to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Richardson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38.
Hey, check that. Street. Check.
A give left side, Foster. Room here to run. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 66 yards rushing for him as he starts to close in now with 1,200 yards for the season. They'll try and punch it in with Foster. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So the completion good for just 3, and that'll make it second down. Mahomes now to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. So they say we'll let that completed pass stand, and we'll bring up third down instead as they decline it.
So they're comfortable with the yardage. The big thing to them is what you pointed out, getting it to third down and making a play there.
Here's Mahomes, third and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Butker's kick here is good. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Looking to throw. Richardson got his man complete over the middle. It's Daniels. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Richardson now. Off play action. Rolling to his right. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll cross over out of bounds yards there, a first down. Back to throw. Richardson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by JBall Adams. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short pack.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. As they'll stop with 14 seconds to play in half number 1. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Looking to throw. Richardson over the middle, complete. That's Foster. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Back to throw. Richardson looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. After the sack, things get a little tense Chiefs. They're going to look to throw. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded at the 20. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Bronco switch.
They'll start on the ground with Foster. And he'll get this to the 32.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
To throw is Richardson. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Richardson. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, I mean, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly are ready up today, partner, because they've caused big turnovers already. It's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a bit of a daunting task here for this offense as they'll start out at the 1-yard line.
I guess you could easily say there's a whole lot of real estate in front of them if they want to achieve their goal, which is get to the other end zone.
And 99 yards to go if they want to do just that. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Richardson. He gets this out to Foster on the right side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play there on reception run, 33 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Back 60. Copy Ranger. Copy Ranger. 55 Jack. 55 Jack.
Looking to throw. Richardson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man. Complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here's Richardson on 1st down. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. O.J. Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Mahomes. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. There he goes, right side. 20. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TV. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded out to 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The 20. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TV.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out, and as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From the 6. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And now here's another interception.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas.
Now Foster running left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I like one of the quotes that I wrote about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Let's go now.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They keep it in the hands of Foster. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. It's their cornerback. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini-losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And some room to maneuver. Past the 20. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And they're able to get this one across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Throw over the middle caught by the tight end Gray.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They fake the give. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Disastrous outcome there on 3rd and goal. They lose 9 yards on the side.
Guys, with his time in the pocket, aren't supposed to be getting hit like this. And you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spent in the trenches, laying down blocks, doing the little things to help that offense succeed. And for doing all of that, they definitely want one of their tight ends to get a touchdown to really seal this blowout.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue.
And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Looking downfield for Kelsey. And this is caught inside the 5. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 44 yards. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Extra point by Butker is on target
as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
136 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Fans usually love to see scoring, and there's no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that is truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Texans,
the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks.